Hello, I'm from South Charleston, West Virginia. I graduated from South Charleston High School in 2012. I'm currently a college senior at Marshall University, and my education goal is earning a degree in health science. I'm here to talk about studying in college. Yes, in high school it was easy. You could study the night before and probably ace the test. Um, College is a whole different ball game, and I learned that the hard way my freshman year. I thought that I was so smart and that everything was so easy and that I was going to study the night before like I did in high school and pass the test. No, I was wrong, and I was in for a rude awakening. Every day that you come home from class, you need to sit down and review your notes for at least an hour from each class. And then when the exam's coming up, and you know the exam's coming up, you need to study at least a week before to make sure you have all the information and everything. I'm telling you this because I want to help you avoid making the same mistakes that I made. So studying in college is very important.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashleigh Diddle and I'm also a senior here at Marshall University in the Health Sciences program. I actually recently just graduated from the University of Charleston as an occupational therapy assistant, and I decided to go back and be in this program to hopefully pursue my master's degree in occupational therapy someday. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that as a college freshman isn't the first thing that's going to be on your mind when you start your freshman first semester, but it's also something that's really important to think about because it'll be a very large chunk of money if you don't, go about this the right way. So in high school, your textbooks are free and you don't really have to worry about how you get them or when you get them or even paying for them because they're given to you by your teachers. But in college, that's a lot different. You're pretty much responsible for getting your own books. Your teachers will give you, the ISBN number and tell you which books you need for your class, but you're responsible for getting them and paying for them. Now, if you decide to get them through Marshall University, that's fine too, through their bookstore, but it's going to be very expensive. I know my freshman year at the University of Charleston, if I would have gotten my books from their bookstore, all brand new, then it would have been around $900, which is just crazy for textbooks that you'll use for one semester, especially with generals. So what I decided to do was take that ISBN number, and you can search that number on Amazon, actually, and they will hopefully have your book, and they have a bunch of different options that are a lot cheaper than buying the books from the bookstore. One thing that you could do instead of buying it new, just buy it used, which most of the time used, it's going to have some wear and tear, some highlighting, but it's not going to be all ripped up. So it's still usable and it's still really good. I honestly liked the highlighting already being there because it would sometimes help me find things better. And that's usually about half the price of a new book. So say a new book's $200, it's going to be $100 to get a used one. But another great option that is available through Amazon and through other websites is renting your textbook, which I did that a lot for textbooks for my generals and not really courses that I needed for what I got my degree in. So like math and English and things like that I used to rent my books is what I did. And that's usually only $20 or $30 depending on the book. So that's a huge difference from spending $200 per book to $30 per book. And the only thing you have to do is they'll send it to you and then they'll give you packaging to send it back at the end of your semester. So that's really nice that the whole thing's already set up for you and the shipping's already paid for. One more option that is actually available that's kind of newer is an online version of the book, and not all books have this option, but ones that do I really liked as well. I had done this for a couple of my classes too, and you pay about the same price as you would if you were renting the book, so $30, $40, something around that, but you don't actually get a physical book. You get access to the book online. And one thing that I thought was really cool about that is if you're trying to find something in the book and you don't want to read the whole section, or you don't have time to read the whole section and you're in a hurry studying, you can actually search a specific word or a specific sentence or a specific, definition, and it will go exactly to that without having to search through the book with an online book. So I thought that was another great option if that's what you wanted to do, and if you were able to use an online book, if you had a laptop or something. But just another thing to think about when you're starting in your freshman year, that you can save a lot of money using Amazon instead of getting it from the bookstore at whatever college you decide to go to. If you're taking 15 credit hours, that's 5 classes, and $200 for a new book, that's $1,000. So even if you would just get used books, that would still cut that in half to about $500, which would save you a lot. And then if you would decide to rent or get an online book, then that would save you even more. But my best advice would probably be, if you're going to do that, make sure that the class that you are that you are getting the book for, if it's a very important class, to your degree, then I would buy the book, not rent it. I would buy a used version, or even buy new versions are even cheaper on Amazon than they are in the bookstore. But if it's just like a general class like a math or an English or something, then I would definitely rent the book so you don't need the book later. But yeah, that's my advice for you guys.
Hi, my name is Rache and I'm a senior at Marshall University. Today I want to discuss with you the importance of going to classes, trying new things, and becoming social while in college. It's important to always go to class because it's your time to take responsibility for your own future. And secondly, your family is paying for your education now, so you don't want to procrastinate. It's also important not to skip class because it has an effect on your grades. In college, you still receive class participation, attendance points, and your professors are more than likely to help you if you show up to class and put forth the effort to become successful in his or her class. It's important to try new things and do things you never would have done in high school. Step out of your comfort zone for once. While in college, I took an acting class, which I never would have done before, but I actually enjoyed it and did really well in it. After taking the acting class, I realized that I could do a lot more that I didn't know I could do before. The last thing I want to discuss with you is how important it is to make new friends and be social. I know by the end of your high school career, most students are more ready to graduate than to socialize with others. In college, it's important to make friends in all of your classes because college courses are a lot harder than high school classes. It's really beneficial to have friends in all your classes, especially if you have friends who has the same major as you. It is extremely helpful. When having friends in your classes, you're able to have study sessions and help one another out, especially if someone doesn't understand a lecture that you had in your previous class. Having friends in the same classes will keep you on task and motivated and make sure that you attend all classes, which ties back into making sure you attend all classes throughout your college career. I hope that the information that I have discussed with you is beneficial and that you apply it throughout your college career. Thank you.